Hey again, it's still Friday. I'm just leaving my dad's house. Oh my God, I got to about Mount Airy. Now I'm in Virginia right now, but I got down to about Mount Airy, and all of a sudden my eyes got scratchy and irritated and watery, and my eyes are red. I look like I've been smoking dope, and my eyes are just watering constantly. And it's been bothering me ever since, and I just can't, okay, so I made a video at the little produce place. I'm going to have to do a different opening and closing little clip later. I'm going to have to go home and wash my face. My mascara was running. I didn't realize it was so bad, but my eyes were so watery and red. I looked like I was out smoking pot in my car or something. I can't use those clips. I'm going to have to go home, wash all my makeup off, put it back on, and record. I won't have to do it again. Because I do. I look like I'm on something in those clips. I didn't realize how bad I looked until I got out to the car and I looked in my rearview mirror like, holy shit, what? Oh God, I had like mascara. Damn. I wondered, because the cashier in there, I bought a couple of things. She kind of did a double take when she looked at me, and I thought, do I have something on my face? No, it was because of my damn mascara. I looked like I'd been crying or something. She didn't say anything, but she kind of just did a little double take. She didn't say anything. There is just something in the air up here, and I don't know what it would be in February that would have, I've never had this happen before. I mean, I've been up through here before in this kind of weather. We're going down this long, bumpy little, it's basically like a driveway. This is how you go to get back. It's bouncing my phone all over the place. This is the road you take to get to my dad's house. He lives in the middle of freaking nowhere. I mean, it took me forever to learn, to remember all the turns that I have to take to get up here. He's very remote. He likes it that way. He doesn't like having close neighbors. He said, I don't know how you live where you live. I couldn't stand having people that close to me. Throw a rock and hit their house. I couldn't stand that. Well, you're a country mouse. I'm a city mouse, I reckon. It is pretty up here. I like this view right here. Hold on a second. I can't really show you, but I'm gonna try. Look out there. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is pretty up here. Very, very quiet most of the time. I mean, that is cool. Woo! God. So, anyway, dropped off the cake. We had some of the cake. It was good. Honestly, though, okay, I tried a slightly different recipe for the chocolate icing, because I did that video on my other channel with the yellow cake and the chocolate icing. I found a slightly different icing recipe and a slightly different yellow cake recipe. The cake, I thought it was dry. To me, it was a bit dry. I was not pleased with the yellow cake part. So I think when I make one for my older son wants a cake just like that for his 18th birthday. Woo, school bus. Hey. I think I'm going to use the yellow cake recipe that I used in the video, but I'm going to use this slightly different icing recipe because I liked the second icing better than the one I did in the video. I didn't make a video with this cake, I just made it. The icing was better. The yellow cake I thought was dry. My dad and my stepmom said it wasn't. They said it was fine, but I think they were just being nice. It was dry to me. I was not. And I didn't overcook it or anything. I mean, it was, I watched it. It wasn't, I don't think it was overcooked. I think it was just dry. Ugh. So I'm going to go back to the original recipe for the yellow cake and use this other recipe for the icing and put those two together. And I think we will about have it where I want it. So that will be for his birthday. I cannot believe he's going to be 18. My goodness. Okay. You want $1 million idea? I've got one for somebody that I don't feel like doing it, but it would take some doing to do this. But I'm going to tell you what, I think there is a real market for this. Because I was at my dad's house And both my dad and stepmom had several questions for me. They wait for me to come, or they wait to talk to me to ask me this stuff. My stepmom had questions about LifeLock. There's a dog just sitting in the road. Look at the puppy. He's just, dude. Hey, man. Are you okay? Hey, buddy. Hey, you're pretty. You might want to get out of the road, though. He listened to me. He's going, good boy. Good boy. Okay. Now, let me tell you, it's a different world out here. It's a different world out here. If you live in the city and you have leash laws, that would have freaked you to hell out. There's no leash law out here. You just see dogs, and they just free range. They just go wherever the hell they want. It's no big deal. I grew up in an area somewhat like this. It's nothing. I'm not worried about that dog. That dog will move when somebody comes along coming this way. Or not. I don't know. Shit, it's not my dog. Anyway, he did get out of the road. I gave him a talking to, and he understood, and he moved. Okay, anyway, $1 million idea. So my stepmom had questions about LifeLock. Like, what does LifeLock do? I don't understand it. Will it do this and that? And she said, I saw this commercial on TV that said I need more mortgage insurance, no, title insurance, that somebody could just take my title and they could steal my house. Do I need insurance for that? And then my dad was asking me again, he got another email. I have tried to explain this. Like, I got this email saying my subscription was about to be canceled. And is a subscription, what subscription are they talking about? They say it's going to be canceled today. I said, it's a scam. I don't even have to look. I don't need to see the email. It's a scam. It's not real. Don't worry about it. Just delete it. Don't open it. Don't do anything with it. Here's my idea. Somebody needs to do this. I have a feeling there are millions of people in this country just like that who have these questions and they have nobody to ask. They have no one to ask. And I think with the right people, I mean, you would need different, and you'd have to do disclaimers. You know, this is not intended to be medical or legal advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. You know, whatever disclaimers you need. You could do a talk show, a call-in show. You could do a radio show. A radio show would be good, where people like that will just call in with their questions, and I guarantee you, whatever the question is, there are hundreds of thousands of people out there with the same damn question going, I have wondered about that. What is that about? I wish somebody would explain that to me, because a lot of older people don't have anybody to ask, so they just either don't ever get an answer, or they act on it and they get scammed, or, you know what I mean? That, I think, would make an awesome, I don't know, you could do maybe I think it would be a really good call-in radio show or something. No, I'm not interested in don't know. This was just, I was sitting there and it just occurred to me, there is a market for this. There is a market for this right here. My ears desperately need to pop, and they are not popping, and it's making, I can't hear right now. Everything sounds weird. So yes, somebody needs to come up with like a TV show where it's just questions from people like that, and they would have to be able to call. You know, don't expect them to send it in on a computer or the internet, because there are plenty of older people who either don't have access to that or don't know how to use it, don't want to use it. Let them call a phone number, because that's my dad. I want a phone number. Don't give me an email address. Don't give me a website. Give me a phone number. I want to talk to a person. Of course, when you call phone numbers, you can't get a person most of the time anymore. It drives me crazy. I think that would be a wonderful idea. Somebody could totally do that. Not me though, because I'm already busy. I just had the idea. I'm putting it out into the universe. Somebody can take it for free. You don't even have to give me royalties. Just go for it. Okay, what would you need? You would need somebody, you would need different people. I don't think just one, I mean, one person could theoretically do it. You might want some consultants though, because you're going to get questions like, involving taxes or different, some of the different scams out there. You'd have to keep up with, the latest scam attempts because they change them all the time. They're trying to scam people. Taxes, scams. I don't know if you'd want to get into like health advice and stuff, but again, you could just say it's for entertainment purposes only. This is not meant to replace, your regular health care, blah, blah, blah. Legal stuff, I don't think you could get too far off into the weeds with it, but maybe just some basic legal stuff. There's really no limit. There are all kinds of things that people could, and you could kind of just let people start calling in and get a feel for what they're calling about. They could call and leave a message with their question. It would give you time to research the question, find the answers to the question, and then you could do your show presenting. You don't have to do like live callers. You could have them call and leave messages, or they could write, have an address. You can mail your question here. Just stick it in the mail. I'm telling you, don't make it all electronic because you'll miss a lot of people that way. Like my dad, if you told him he had to go to a website or email his question, he would never do it. He would just, I ain't messing with that. Give me a phone number. I call somebody. I'll call them. I'll mail it in. Don't make me go to no website. I ain't going to no website. I don't even know what to do with an email address. I ain't got email. I don't even know what email is. That's what my daughter does. I don't email. I get her to do it. That's her job. Okay. Anyway, yes, they need to have the ability to call or mail in their questions. And then so it will give you time to research the answer, and again, disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only. But I think a lot of people would love that. Are you kidding me? My dad and stepmom would listen every day. They would listen every day to hear the questions, and I guarantee you they would be glued to their radio or TV or whatever. $1 million idea right there. There is a huge market for it. I am convinced. It just occurred to me when I was listening to them ask me this stuff. And every time I see them, they have more questions. And I'm thinking, this is just two people. Think about the millions of other people out there 65 and over who, they have these questions. Think about all the people that don't have anybody to ask, and they don't know how to find the answer, and they just don't know. But they would like to know the answers to these questions. They just don't know how to get the answers. That's the answer right there. And you would have a big audience, because there are a lot of older people out there. They would love it. I think they would love it. And have, whoever is doing the show needs to have a warm, friendly personality. You don't want to come across as condescending or snotty. You want to come across as kind of like a Mr. Rogers type would be really good. Or if you remember Julia Child, I loved Julia Child's cooking show. I kind of got a little ASMR from her sometimes. She had a very comforting aura about her. Just a very friendly person. Or like Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman would kick ass in something like that. I don't know if he would want to do it, but I would watch that. I would totally watch. Well, I would watch Morgan Freeman in anything. I love him in everything. He is one of the few celebrities that I would want to actually sit down and have lunch with. I could count on one hand the number of celebrities I would want to talk to, and he's definitely one of them. So anyway, you would need somebody. You would not want somebody who came across as, harsh or bitchy. You would want a warm, friendly person, understanding, patient. You know what I mean. They would love it. I'm telling you, there is a huge audience out there. They would love it. So that is my $1 million idea. If you need one, and I mean, it would take. I don't know. You could probably do, like, if you were talking about doing a radio show, you could probably do a radio show like that for, I don't think it would cost a whole lot. I mean, the production and advertising is probably more expensive than the production. I mean, all it would take is somebody who could do some research. You have to be able to research stuff. I'm gonna go back there and get a picture. I did a video at that produce place, and there's something I want to get a picture of. That's why I'm stopping. I think you could do a show like that relatively inexpensively, and it's not like everything else out there. This would be something. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there already is something like this. I don't watch TV, so I don't know. And I'm not saying that to act like I'm, superior or whatever. Because trust me, I piss away many hours a day on YouTube. So I'm not like, ooh, look at me. No. Instead of watching TV, I watch YouTube. So, but I don't know. There may be something out there like that. So it's just a thought. It's just a thought if you need an idea. Or shit. I don't know. Well, again, it's the internet. I was going to say, you could start a YouTube channel just answering questions like that. But, like people like my dad are not going to watch it because my dad he doesn't sit around watching YouTube. He's not subscribed to anybody. I would think most of your audience would never find your channel because they're not online doing anything. I think it would have to be either radio or TV. It would have to be one of the two. I'm telling you that if somebody would do it, I think it would be wildly successful. Until that it sounds awful, until they all died off. But you would have some great times. And I guess just as each generation comes along, you just modify what you talk about, because I think the older generation at any point is always going to have questions about stuff, and they don't know who to ask. They don't know where to get the information. So you could just, sort of customize your show to, whatever it is people are looking for. And it might just have to change from time to time. So, yeah. Am I in the way? I don't know if I'm in the way. I feel like I'm in the way. Do you ever do that? Like, you're in a store and you'll go somewhere and you need to use your phone or you need to do something, so you move out of the way, and somebody still has to hustle behind you, like, whole fucking store, you got to go behind me? There's nothing back there. There's nothing back there. You had to go behind me to go over there. They pulled off the road down yonder. You could have just gone zoop, zoop. Crackheads. Meth heads. I keep forgetting where I am. Crackheads are Greensboro. This is meth head. This is meth head country right here. For real. Pillhead. No offense. I mean nothing by that. But am I wrong? It is. It is a real problem up here. I'm not making fun of it. It seriously is yes. It's terrible up here. I swear. It has ravaged this area. It's not funny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm sorry. But anyway, don't let that dampen my $1 million idea. I'm telling you, there's a market for it. All right, I'm going to go up here and take a picture, and then I'm going to head down to Greensboro. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you again soon.